They will be at the Adelphi along with many other dancers this coming Sunday. Right, how attached we are to the area that we live in and what we know about London boroughs is the focus of a new piece of research carried out to explore how much we value life here in the capital. The survey by a land acquisition and housing development firm suggests around half of us feel connected to where we live, but 20% of us reckon our area has seen no improvement in the last 5 years. Let's get a little bit more on this then with Sebastian Whitton, who is from Regenerate London. This is the company behind the study.
Yes.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
Just first, what was the reason then for this piece of research? Why did you want to find out more about this?
We really wanted to find out more purely because London has such a rich and interesting history. We wanted to see how the actual residents of London feel about the area that they live in. We want to know how attached they are, we want to know what they like about their area, and we want to know what they know about the history. We found that 2/3 feel that they know a lot about the history of their borough, and that was really interesting, and I'm encouraged by that news. But we found that only half felt attached to the capital, which was a little bit disappointing given what London has to offer. But we feel that with the right improvements in the future, we can get that number up.
OK, well, we'll touch on those in a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start then on the positives already. This survey threw up quite a few interesting areas that people feel very connected to. City of London, for example, those kind of areas. Why did they feel like they really liked those places, the places that came up on top?
I think given the history that London has, and particularly the city, I think a lot of people feel very attached and enchanted by the history and the information that they can get at their doorstep. You know, the City of London is rife with fantastic architecture, fantastic museums, and a very bustling city vibe. And it's where a lot of people work. I think where we've seen the areas that are not so attached, they maybe recognise the value in their community, but also recognise the, perhaps odd piece of land or odd piece of, real estate that isn't serving their community to the full potential. Yeah,
because it was housing, wasn't it?
It was housing, yes.
The most upset about their area.
Yeah, only 8% of our respondents felt that housing had been greatly improved over the last few years, and that's something that Regenerate London really want to focus on. Yeah, well,
I was going to say that's probably the root of where this comes to, doesn't it? Creating new homes. That's what you want to achieve. There was also a sense that actually people felt like things hadn't improved in their areas for a long time. Certainly Haringey, where I'm from, my borough, I know that there are big plans to develop in that area, but people aren't necessarily aware of that. Is that the issue, that perhaps people don't quite know what might happen?
I think that the government have certainly taken a little bit of initiative in addressing the housing crisis or housing issue, however you want to position it. And they have announced recently, Sadiq Khan said that 50,000 new homes per year for the capital. I think that's a great start, I really do. But I think we have to do a lot more than that, and that's where Regenerate London comes into play. For me, I've got a lot of friends who are looking to get on the housing ladder, and they simply can't because of the demand is just not there. So the demand is there, supply is not there, and that's what we want to do. We want to identify areas that are being underused, underutilised, and bring sustainable and affordable housing to my generation and generations moving forward. Yeah,
those are the keys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sebastian, good to talk to you. Thank you for bringing these points to us this evening. Sebastian Whitton there from Regenerate London. That new research which says only half of us really connected to the capital and certainly feel passionate about the place that we live in. Right, stay with us. You're watching London Live News. When we come back... You're getting way too big.